Hey Clayton, um, I made it so that you can see the regular website and then yours that you did, and the website here. I'm gonna blur it. Select that section. I'm gonna image adjustments, desaturate, so it's black and white. Not just that, I'm going to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Now when I do that, you just see kind of shades of gray. If you cannot see these shades of gray, well, I don't think you're colorblind if you can't see shades of gray. But over here, it's harder to see the shades of gray. But once you have it in gray, like this, you can see it, right? So first off, the top is totally white with a little bit of shading on the top right there and there. You don't have white. You have like this dark gray. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So right at the beginning, you want to have white up here. There's your white. That goes over here. All right. Photoshop's being wacky. All right, so that's the top. Then let's get our foreground color and click on this piece right here. That's your color for that square. Let's get our square again and go through that right there. Now that's not the color, right? I don't know why it didn't change. But click on the color up here on the square and then click on that color picker, and then there's the gray. All right, so that goes right there. And the next one looks like it's pretty much that kind of color gray too, so we'll just stick with that. There we go. So those two pieces go over here, right in the middle somewhere. Let me turn this off and let's see if that's in the right. Oh, well, that's not the. Sorry, it goes right in the middle somewhere, over there, ish. Let's bring it over here and just put it in the middle ish. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we have navigations very small on the top there. This gray right there is not, it's close. You're close. Let's do from here over. And of course you can't see the color, right? Double click on it. Click on that gray right there. And then you'll notice that the gray that you had is not the gray that's there. See how light the gray actually is? Okay. And then you could do the navigation. The navigation is going to be a little bit lighter than what's there, because you can see little whites, little spots of whites right there. That's going to be just a little bit lighter. So you can do a little navigation here and make it just a little bit brighter. There we go. So that's what's going on the top up there. This is what you had. Oofa. And that's what it actually is. Okay. Don't worry about the image. This gray right here is fine. Let's go down here to this part down here. So this is this text right here. I don't know if that's going to be the gray. Let's push it over to the side. Let's get our color. Pick it from the little square right there. Snag that, and that's what the gray is right there. And yours is a little too high. I think you're just looking over here and you're just dragging and dragging over here. You should do it over here and then drag it over, or do it all on here like I did in the video and then drag it all to one side. Alright. Are you getting what I'm throwing down here? Getting what I'm giving you? This one's going to be a little darker. Click on the square right there, and click on the, there we go. And that one is going to be that size, and it's going to be lighter than the one that you have. So this one is a little darker than these, but it looks like it's the same shade of gray, but it's not. Let's put a white behind those. All right. Oops, sorry. So see the difference. Oops, let me go back. See the difference between this gray and that gray? It's a little different. Now it's not much. I don't mind if those two might be the same, but then right here, these ones are really dark. And let me bring this back to the way it was. You have all of these grays are the same value. But over here, they're not the same. These aren't the same as these. And this right here is not the same as this, right? This is gray and this is white. See what I'm getting at? Unless you were really being lazy and you didn't really want to do the assignment, I got you. You know, that's your prerogative if you don't want to fix it. You know, just stay with the 40. But this right down here is white. Right there. Oops. Double click. And then drag that over. That's white right there, bro. And then we have a little dark gray. It's going to be this color or that value. There we go. And then we have this one right here. Now you'll notice that this one is lighter than that one. They're not all the same shades of gray. They're not one shade of gray, they're different shades of gray. Let's move that down. You know, it's not easy getting 50 points, is it? I see little information here and there. It's going to be really light. But it's not going to be white. It's going to be a really, really, really light gray. So all of these pieces here, move them over, and it goes right about. There's another piece that I didn't do. That was right here. But do you see how that looks different now? We're going to do this one here. Now these are going to be harder because they're images, but they're not all the same. They're not all the same color, right? They might be all the same size, kinda, but they're not all the same color. So the last one was this one up here. I'm going to click on, see light and dark. I'm going to go right in the middle of those two right there. And then this is just totally dark, but it's not black. This one is close to this one. This one is black up here and white here, so I'll go right in the middle right there of the black and the white. And then the last one, it's black here, it's white there, or brighter there. Go right in the middle of those two. There we go. And now, oops, put them back over that right there, and then drag them over here. And you'll notice that yours are all the same square sizes. You probably made one square and then you were like, F it, I'm just gonna copy them over. That's what you did here, that's what you did here. And down here you'll see that these are all not the same size. This is really small, this is really long, and this is kind of rectangular-ish. So go. And now I'm going to put the little square over that. I'm going to fill that in with white. Why did it do that? Oh, that was let me see. There we go. So do you see the difference between what you have and what I put together? Okay, so that's what I'm looking for, Clayton. All right, do it.